Long-distance electric transmission lines are a critical part of our economic infrastructure, providing reliable power to growing communities and businesses. They also bring renewable energy from far-flung wind farms to the grid. But the last major upgrade of our region's electric transmission system was 30 years ago. Not only has population grown since then, but our energy consumption has continued to increase. To meet this demand, one of the country's largest transmission expansion initiatives is now in high gear in the upper Midwest. CapX2020 is producing thousands of jobs in local communities, generating millions of dollars in state and federal tax revenue, and laying the groundwork for a prosperous economic future. CapX2020 is a series of transmission projects that began in 2004 and are expected to be completed in 2017. Together, more than 800 miles of new transmission lines will be built, adding critical regional capacity and improving reliability for growing communities in greater Minnesota and surrounding states. According to an economic impact study done by the University of Minnesota Duluth, CapX 2020 will provide some 8,000 jobs during peak construction. The construction projects will also generate more than $150 million in state and federal taxes, about $49 million of that in Minnesota. Local construction firms agree it could not have come at a better time, just as the industry emerges from a recession.
In my 40-year career at Braun Intertek, we've never seen an infrastructure project of this magnitude. It would make me have to think back to the interstate highway system in the late 50s and early 60s.
Braun Intertek is a Minnesota environmental consulting firm involved in the project from the beginning, when its engineers did geologic testing to help identify corridors for the lines.
During construction, we'll have probably 30 to 35 professional and technical employees working on the project.
It allows us to work year-round, and that's not typical in the construction business. We've been able to keep our core shop employees running, and it's been very beneficial for us for the last 2 years.
Employees at Ambassador Steel's plants in northeast Minneapolis and Menominee, Wisconsin are making 8,700 tons of rebar to be used in the foundations to support the transmission towers. It's $8 million in business for the company and full-time work for 30 to 40 Ambassador Steel employees. Huge amounts of concrete are needed to stabilize the poles. A number of local suppliers along the transmission route have been hired to deliver concrete to each pole location. Knife River Corporation runs ready-mix plants throughout the region.
A project like this gives us predictability that we can add into our forecast. We know that we're going to be providing this much concrete to the CapX 2020 project, and also gives some job security to our drivers and employees.
The CapX Fargo to Monticello project alone will use some 170,000 cubic yards of concrete. That's worth more than $19 million to Knife River and 3 other companies. It's enough concrete to build 3 target fields, or a 4-foot wide sidewalk from Minneapolis to Toledo. Overall, the CapX 2020 projects are expected to return $1.93 to the economy for each dollar invested. The total economic impact of the more than $2 billion project will be nearly $4 billion. Its value to the future of the region is incalculable.
Any infrastructure investment is an economic engine. Whether that infrastructure investment is in transportation or in the electrical grid, it is an economic engine that drives business. When we look at the CapX project, it is taking electricity and providing more reliability to the electrical system all over Minnesota.